All right, guys, quick update here. Working on the tank. Been working on that for a couple days. Just trying to figure things out. It worked out pretty good. This tank, the part number is T-4812. It's 48 gallons. If you Google it, if you're interested in doing something like this, they're 150 bucks, which is a very reasonable price. I had put it in here, and then I brought the fridge out because I was going to put the fridge right on top, build a platform, and man, it just wasn't going to work. That fridge is like 67 pounds. It's a little bit wider than this, so it's just not going to work out. So I have come up with a different plan. But right now I'll show you what I'm going to do here in a second. But so this tank doesn't come with these man ports here. I put those in for cleaning. They're really simple to come out. You just untwist them, I think. There we go. Yeah. So anyways, these have a little O-ring around them, so I wanted to make sure they seal up pretty good. They're for boats and stuff like that, so it should work out pretty good. I put an air vent on that side over there, kind of right in the corner, and then down below is where I have, right down below there. So basically a garden hose can hook up to that. But what I'm going to do is an elbow that comes out of here with a valve. And that way I can keep it shut off. And then whenever I need water, just open up the valve, hook up a hose. And then I'm going to probably design it to where I have a fitting that I can just fit over that and then hook it up to a pump, an RV pump, 12-volt pump. And then that I can use that to just pump water to the camper, since the camper only has a 20-gallon fresh water tank. So and then I have batteries. The batteries are going to go, I have two batteries that's going to go in here. They're going to be lithium batteries, and that is going to operate the refrigerator, freezer. So since I had a change of plans with the fridge freezer thing, as I was pulling the seats out, I thought of something. And I'm going to show you here in just a second what I'm going to wind up doing. Let me push pause here. I'm going to set the seats in and show you what I'm going to do. All right, I'm back here. Just wanted to set these seats in so I give you an idea. So one of the concerns I had before was the seat reclining. The seat with the cooler up here wouldn't recline all the way. So I had an issue with that, and so here's what I'm going to do. See, to take these seats out, you have to take the center console out. And I started measuring this, and I thought, you know what? If I can remove these brackets, which these are these have like these big grommets. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't see down there very well. They're like in here. There's 4 grommets holding these brackets on. So what I'm gonna have to do is just, well, that bracket, I don't know about that back one, but these front ones are that way. You can kind of see maybe down in there. So anyways, there's some big heavy duty steel grommets that'll I'll grind them down. If I ever want to put this back to factory again, I'll just, use bolts, bolt it together. But I never use the arm. I just use this as an armrest. So I went on and I started looking at the IceCo website to see which cooler would actually fit in the center. And I found one, but it's a little high, about 21 inches tall. But it's kind of nice because it'll give me a really nice high armrest. So then I don't have to worry about, the pad on top of this center console wearing out or anything like that. And it's in good shape. But I'm going to just do that because it's just so much better. It defeats that purpose of having all that weight back here. And another thing is this can be used. I actually got up here and laid across this, and it works. I just don't like, it's a little bit it's a little flimsy. I wouldn't want to trust it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an L bracket all the way along the back wall, and then I'm going to basically fill out these corners here, and then basically build like a shelf so that a lot of the weight isn't pressing on the tank. and that way it can be used. I'm going to retrofit the seat belts to where they can actually work. I mean, several kids can still sit back here. So I want to use this as a shelf for whatever supplies, whatever. So that'll work so much better. And what else? I think that's just about it. I'm excited. I'm gonna get this cooler in, and the thing is the cooler I ordered was a dual zone, so it had a fridge on one side and a freezer on the other, 2 different doors. And I'm like, you know what? This new cooler is 27 pounds lighter. It's slightly smaller, but it's designed for off-roading and stuff, so it can be tilted, like 40 degrees and all that stuff. So it's made to be portable. But I think that's going to work. And another thing is the lid can open both ways, this way, or it can open this way. So it's going to be really nice. I'm excited. I'm gonna hopefully I'll get that in next week. What I'll do is I'm waiting on some. I was going to order Dynamat, but I'm trying this other brand of sound deadener, and I want to pull the tank back out and put sound deadening on that whole wall, and get that kind of to where it's not quite as hollow sounding. So, and then I have a tank heater that's I'm going to mount underneath this tank, so that if I am in freezing temperatures, I'm going to wire it to the camper so that I can be in the camper and operate it in there. And another thing is I'm going to put a tank heater inside my inside my door here, like maybe down low. I'll put it underneath the lowest shelf, and that way, say if I want to carry like soups or something like that, if I'm in freezing cold temperatures, then at least it'll kind of keep the soup from freezing, damaging the can, exploding and all that junk. So lots to do. I'm waiting on that sound deadener and the fridge to come in, and then while I do that, I'm going to work on this dash and see about getting it pulled out, and see if I can get that swapped out while I wait on these things to come in. I'm going to be working the rest of the day. I got a couple things I want to do on the Humvee. I've got to put a drain plug, or the plug. I got to replace the plug in the fuel tank. So anyways, these things just, I don't think anybody says anything about these, about how unique they are when you sit in them. They have golly, they just make you feel so safe. And they are all this stuff. I mean, I've had to cut into all these, the B pillar, the A pillars and stuff like that, and to bring them down to put the roof on, and it takes a lot of fabricating. But these things are nearly a 1/4 inch, probably about 3/16 inch thick aluminum, solid aluminum. And man, when you drill through it, you can actually drill through. That's what I do to mount a mirror and stuff like that, and light. I just drill through and then tap it, and it works really good. But one thing unique about these that a lot of people don't say anything about is when you sit in here, because the windshield is straight up and down, it doesn't allow a lot of the sun to come in and bake you out inside the vehicle. So it's really, really unique that way. And I guess a Jeep is similar, but it really is nice to be able to sit and not have the sun kind of frying you out of the vehicle. So, and of course how wide they are. They're just, I don't know. These are so unique that they're just interesting. But anyways, one project at a time. Gonna get back, hopefully start on this on Monday, and golly, I hope to get this wrapped up. The problem with this tank is I'm gonna have to build the rest of it in place. So once I weld the rest of the aluminum and everything in that top shelf, it's just going to have to be, it's going to be there. It's going to be permanent. So, which is fine. I don't mind it that way. So, because you can always have extra water and extra storage and not have the camper. So it's so much more versatile, even if you didn't want a camper and you just wanted to do something like this. I mean, it's great, you know, good traveling rig, you know, if you didn't want to deal with the camper situation. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good weekend, and you take care now. Bye.